Hey guys, Corey here with Hip Kit Club and a new scrapbook process video for you. So this is actually using this sketch. It's Sketch Friday, and so that's where I am starting. And I'm going to start with by making little hearts using the oxide inks and some water and a little skinny brush, and I'm just gonna paint these little hearts up above my photo. They're not perfect, but that's okay. I'm not trying to be perfect, just trying to get them on the page. And I did already start another page using this sketch that I was not coming together well, so I did scrap that and I'm not going to go ahead and show any of that video. But I do have these papers over here with the black hearts from that first page, and I am going to reuse those here. So this white paper was actually just part of the packaging of one of the letter stickers. So don't think that you're missing anything out of your kits if you're trying to follow along. That's actually just in between I think the gold letter stickers had that. And then I'm using some of the Project Life cards also to, add some embellishments to the page. I don't Project Life, so I don't feel bad about cutting just a corner off here and there. A great way to add little pieces of color. And I'm trying to actually do things all just on my mat and figure out where I'm going to want stuff, because my background page is drying right now. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. So I'm using some of the ephemera because I like the little scalloped edge and a few other little things here and there. So I probably wouldn't use those large tags or the large cards anyhow, so it works out really great that you can find a little edge and go ahead and use those too. I'm all about using up the supplies, so I don't feel bad about using a whole card if even just a little bit shows out. I love that little tag that says "I like you a lot." I mean, how funny is that? Especially because obviously these two, this is my daughter and her boyfriend, they definitely like each other more than a lot, but I think it's just hilarious. So like I said, this little section right here was from a previous page and it was too big for this one. So I just adjusted and cut some of it off, tore some of it off, and there you go. So the sketch had all of these things on it, all these elements. I'm just changing my sizing on them. Just feel free to do that, and you kind of, sketches are great because you kind of it gives you a great jumping off point, and then you can always change it around just a little bit here and there, or a lot of it. Just take what inspires you off the sketch to make it your own. So that's why I love working with sketches. Now these letter stickers that I used on a previous page, they don't stick well. I think they're just too thin, but on my previous page I had stitched them down. Well, on this page stitching was not going to work, so I did have to sit there and use some adhesive and just kind of get them back so that they would stay on the page. Just keep that in mind when you're using them, because on card it doesn't matter. Usually the things stick pretty well to these photos that I print at home. But in this case, they weren't sticking on that. They weren't sticking on cardstock. They weren't sticking on anything. So I had to use some glue. I'm very thankful that the glue dries clear. So my journaling's going right here on this little piece of paper in between the hearts mostly. I did not put straight lines on it. I didn't actually want it to be straight, so it worked out really well that I kind of wrote it all on a slant. And it's really just a little note about how, it's always so exciting when you get in a relationship, especially when you're young and you're in your 20s, and it's so exciting to be in this new thing, and how I just, long term, I hope that these two remember how awesome it was when they were young and kind of hold on to those feelings. So I'm just dating it with the date that I actually made the page, and then adding in just a cute little stamp from the rolling stamp from the color kit. Just adding a few things here and there. And then I found one of these little pink phrase stickers that worked really well too. And then I felt like it needed a few more little hearts, so I'm adding some gold hearts in over here on the side. And then I went through all of these little dimensional hearts too that came in, and I found one pink one left. I had used some of the other pink ones in the previous page, so I was using what was left. And then I added in a couple of little tags too. I just thought were kind of cute. And I like adding the staple to them so that they're more secure. And then I've got one more that I'm adding to the photo, kind of like a little tag. And guys, oh yeah, add a few more sprinkles because I did cover most of them up. And I did get a lot of splatters on my photo. Y'all be more careful than I am. But you guys, that's it. That's my page. If you have any questions, please leave them for me in the comments. I'll be happy to get back to you on those. Otherwise, I hope you are inspired to try the sketch. Try it, you guys. You're going to love it. It's so much fun. If you want to, you can follow me creatively on Instagram at Corrie J Creative. Otherwise, thanks so much for stopping by.